Buddy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Oshinoko chapter 64. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and baby, it is getting faster by the second. Like, we are heading towards light speed, and it fucking sucks. Ugh. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So last chapter, we learned more about Arima, and it's heartbreaking for what Arima was going through. Damn straight. It was very similar to what we saw with Ryo in Goddess Cafe Terrace. And we found out, like, how she was content in not being in the spotlight anymore. But what was beautiful was how Aqua pushed her into being in the spotlight. And I'm hoping at some point that Aqua is going to take his own advice, like along the way through this manga, throughout this journey. I'm hoping that Aqua is going to start realizing that he needs to start taking his own advice. He really does. Anyway, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled Trigger. Oh, someone about to get triggered. Someone maybe even about to get dragged. Maybe someone about to get massacred. Let's get to this chapter and find out. Arima, Akane, you guys are really having fun acting. It's dazzling. Time for Aqua to shine in the 2.5D stage play. Ooh, 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 ooh. You say what about me? You say what about me? I'm different. I don't possess the same kind of star power you have. Aqua, stop saying this shit. You are wrong. You're not seeing what everyone else is seeing. Because you are just so pessimistic, and I understand why. I mean, this is me. I'm the same way as Aqua. I know. I have to take my own advice. I know. I need to do the same thing. This is why I say this shit to Aqua about Aqua, because I need to do it myself. But when you go through something like Aqua has, when you go through trauma like this, you feel like you're not worthy of it, and you shut yourself off, and you build a wall up because you are trying to protect yourself from getting hurt again like that. And remember, Aqua is focused on, on a goal. He is trying to avenge Ai, and he feels like that until he does this, until he fully avenges his mother, that he's not worthy of anything. That's what it feels like to me anyway. But anyway, let's go. That's the Kana-chan I wanted to see. That's the Kana-chan I wanted to beat. Blade, now! Oh, I wanted to beat you. This art is fucking amazing. Draw your sword, or are you just gonna quietly surrender now that your woman has been cut down? Enough. I fought for Sayahime's sake. Since I couldn't even protect her, I have no more reason to fight. Is that all? Dude, Aqua. This writing here, this is therapy. See, this is why I cover manga. Because manga is therapeutic for me. This right here, this scene, this moment is going to be very therapeutic for Aqua. You have it too, don't you? Inside you. Ain't acting fun? But for you, the more fun it gets, the more sour your face gets. What are you so happy about? Panic attacks are not such an uncommon condition. A bunch of my other friends suffer from panic attacks too. And the book says erase that anxiety, panic attacks. Dude, panic attacks are the worst fucking thing. I hate them. One method to deal with them is to understand what triggers them. My friend who has panic attacks on trains doesn't have them if she's with people, but if you don't even know when you'll get them, you'll get more anxious and more likely to have one. Trigger, my trigger. It's guilt, isn't it? Yep, definitely. Because with Aqua, he feels guilty that he couldn't do anything to save Ai. After watching you for a few days, I figured it out. I've got some experience as an actor myself. When you get really into the performance, there's a moment when you start to feel like you're having fun. That's the point. You always have your panic attacks. You feel guilty for having fun acting. In other words, it's because of I. It's guilt towards your mother. That's what drives you crazy, am I right? You knew? Sorta. I've known you for quite a while, so I had a vague idea. You siblings had an abnormally strong attachment to I. The first time I met you was at one of I's jobs. Once I noticed it, everything fell into place. I can also roughly imagine why you've gotten involved in show business. What a pain. You can't even enjoy it. You're just acting for the sake of revenge. Mm-hmm. Another option is to step away from showbiz for a while and focus on recovery. I'm fine like this. It doesn't matter what happens to me. My only reason for living is to avenge I as soon as possible. Is that so? Then there's only one choice left. It's a painful and difficult choice. From now on, you must never enjoy acting. No. No. I think I think that's bullshit. I think Aqua could still enjoy acting. And I think he could still have both. I think that's bullshit. I think he could still have both. And it would be a release. And then by the time he finds, you know, I's killer, I think it would be even more, and he finds I's killer, I think it would just be more satisfying. Just saying. People who are good at acting generally have fun. The ability to enjoy acting is an actor's greatest asset. You must become the opposite. Whenever you act, you must suffer. To you, acting will be bitter and painful. Never again think of it as fun. You can't live like that. I, I, I. Get out of my way, Himakawa Taiki. Arima Kana, Kurokawa Akane, I'll beat you too. Oh my god, let me read this again. Arima Kana, Kurokawa Akane, I'll beat you too and become someone famous in this industry. I don't need anything else. For me, acting is my form of revenge. Ooh, what's Aqua's method of getting attention? Next chapter, the climax. First of all, this art is goddamn amazing. It is. Do I think what Aqua is doing is right? He can do what he wants. Do I think it's the right thing to do? It could be good and bad. Acting for the sake of revenge, and to like the point where you resent it, I think it is the wrong thing to do. But at the same time, I can understand it. I understand why he wants to build this wall up, like Great Wall of China up, or Great China Wall levels up, because he needs to focus on the task ahead. But but in the short run, it'll work out fantastic for him. It's gonna work great. But in the long run, it's gonna backfire. It will backfire so much. It will. And it will just, he will regret it. He will. I can honestly believe it. But yeah, guilt is definitely what's setting those triggers off. Because what he's going to do is he's going to basically, what will happen is it will push everybody else away. Is he willing to destroy everyone else, destroy everything for the sake of revenge? Is it worth it? I mean, you could still get your revenge and not destroy everything. You can do it. There's a way to do it. But I'm very curious what you guys think. What do you guys think of Aqua's method? And do you guys think Aqua is going to change along the way? I don't think Aqua's gonna. I think along the way, Aqua is going to change. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I don't think he's going to be able to fully commit to it. Because a human can only do, we're human. We can only do this for so long until we start to crack. You could only do this for so long. But I'm really curious what you guys think. Do you guys think Aqua's going to be able to commit to this? Like, commit to hating, acting for the sake of revenge? Like, resent acting that much? At some point, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I don't think he will. And also, here's something else to think about that he is not thinking about either. What would I want? Remember what I wanted. I wanted them to be happy, her kids to be happy. And seeing Aqua like this, she would be so devastated. And something that I hope that will get explored is, and I really would love to see a dream like this, a dream sequence for this, is I would love to see I visit Aqua's dreams and express this. I would love it so much. I would. I'm very curious what you guys think. I'm very curious what you guys think. I really honestly believe that this is going to go on for a while. This will. But I think there will be like a dream intervention. Maybe hell, even a spiritual, whether a spiritual intervention, whether it be in a dream or like, you know, the spirit of I like appearing in some way or form. And she will intervene and say something. And if that does happen, it will be an extremely powerful moment in this manga. And I'm speaking from experience personally, because remember, I've lost someone to death. Someone or my significant other died. And something he said early enough, he said to me, like the week before, he said that, even if we're not together, he wanted me to keep on living. And he wanted not just that, he wanted me to be happy. So that's why, and this is weird too, this is why I mentioned the dream sequence, is that every once in a while, and even, the night after it happened, I saw him in my dreams telling me that he was okay. And I feel like, and I believe in paranormal shit and all that. And like, I see him in my dreams every once in a while, like, it feels like he's checking in on me. And that's why I feel like I feel like this would be a very powerful moment if we have a dream sequence, like a dream intervention for Aqua. I really would love to see it. But I'm very curious what you guys think. The problem with Aqua is that I feel so horrible because Aqua can, and maybe this is going to be for it in the long run as well. And this is something also to think about, is that Aqua is going to be using acting as an outlet of all the guilt that he's feeling towards not being able to save Ai, for being so helpless. And maybe even in the long run, all that guilt, all that anger, all that anguish, all that pain is going to go away at some point. And I wonder if and this is something that I hope we'll get to see, is it will depend on the roles that he plays. Like, for example, in this one is very similar to something that he experienced. And I really hope that we're going to see that. That would be extremely interesting if we get that. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that we could get some very interesting content depending on the roles that Aqua acts in? I really believe that there could be some very powerful moments in terms of like therapeutic moments, where he's acting out like what he's really feeling, and have like some therapeutic breakthroughs. And then even when he sees, his biological father, the murderer, then, he could still act out his revenge. I really honestly believe it. I do. But at some point, also, he's going to take his own advice to heart, and he will have an intervention, but it's not going to do shit. His intervention won't do shit. Intervention won't do shit until he sees it for himself, at least in my opinion. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more Oshinoko content, a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.